Now, Pokemon Legends ZA has many fans excited about what's on the horizon. Stuck in Lumiose City, more Zygarde lore, and unsure about this game being the past or the future. But one thing is important, and that's the starter Pokemon for this game. Some fans believe that we'll get the Kalos starters again with Mega Evolution. While that's cool, that's basic and boring. One of the hype things that I loved about Legends Arceus was the fact that we have familiar Pokemon with a Hisui Japanese twist. This was not only different, but also added a unique element to the game. And again here in Kalos, we need the same thing. Now there is tons of videos on which starter trio would be perfect, and I simply believe that it's Snivy, Scorbunny, and Piplup. And hopefully you guys agree, because I'm not going to sit here and explain all these options, so check out those other videos. Though today, the GOAT, Dark and Windy, and I cooked up some brand new ideas of what the 3 stars could turn into for Pokemon Legends ZA. Alright, so let's start off with Snivy, which of course would turn into Servine. And of course if that continues like in the trend with Legends Arceus, it would turn into Kalosian Serperior. Now this Serperior brings in familiar elements while standing a bit different from its Unovan counterpart. As here we have a more fierce look coming from it alongside new elements of the flowers, which of course will be explained here soon, alongside more pastel and warm colors versus the vibrant colors of the original design. Alongside changes to its color, which now frills, and its ears, which are now settled down. Honestly, I've come to enjoy this design and I love the softness it provides. But quickly, let me touch on the theming of the Kalos starters because we all know them, as they do follow the trend of Chestnut being a knight, Delphox being a mage, and Greninja being a rogue, just like RPG classes. Well, I still wanted to focus on those themings with the new ZA starters, so here Serperior will function as a healer. This not only seems to be the next RPG class to cover, but also seems very fitting with the new typing of Grass and Fairy. And of course also makes sense with having the flowers, which are being a peony rose hybrid, which not only mentions that peonies are known for their healing properties, but also the French loves roses, so that's a win-win. Next up is Scorbunny, and this little bunny will of course evolve into Raboot, which is one of the coolest middle stage Pokemon, but it will continue into Kalosian Cinderace. Now I really like this Cinderace. Now it has some small tweaks, which of course adds that brand new Kalos influence, and of course we know that France also loves soccer, aka football. But of course, besides just soccer, I did watch a video from both Loxton and Nordist that really emphasized the popularity of rollerblading and cycling. So we brought those elements into the design, and with the hair looking more like a helmet with a slick back design and adding those electric tufts of fur that look like arm and knee pads, it really completes it and adds those elements in, alongside the very obvious balls of fire underneath its feet to stimulate its movement. And of course we know that Cinderace is fast, I mean really fast, so as this Pokemon is here in Kalos, it's even faster, and I wanted to keep that trend, hence why it's a fire and electric type. You know, the type that all of us thought that Cinderace was gonna be in Galar. And then its RPG class, well, I'll explain that in just a minute. Because lastly we have Piplup, the starter out of the trio I actually dislike the most. I'm not a fan, but I'm also a Chimchar fanboy, so hey. But I think alongside Snivy, Piplup is the most obvious pick for this region. And I think that even shows more in its evolution of Prinplup. I mean, look at it. Though when it comes to Empoleon, I wanted to go with a different approach. So here's Kalosian Empoleon. Now here it takes an obvious inspiration from its original design of Napoleon Bonaparte, which resulted in more red features and a dapper design. Though there's more here than just that, as instead of the blade-like flippers, they've been swapped out with Falchard-shaped flippers. Which for those who don't know what a Falchard is, it is a type of pole arm that was used in Europe and has a nice cutting edge. It looks like this here. Plus, I think alongside the colors and the theming, it really brings the whole design together. I really like this, and I don't really like Empoleon, but I like this a lot. It's kind of the same thing I got with Samurott, because I didn't like Samurott all that much, but Hisuian Samurott is a lot better. And as far as the typing, I originally wanted to go for water and ice, but I think that water fighting or water dark could work well here. But there is one lingering issue. These are both the types that we have for the last 2 starters for the last 2 Pokemon games. That means, of course, Quaquaval with Water Fighting and Hisuian Samurott with Water Dark. So I'm not sure what type is better. Now quickly, let me explain the RPG classes for the new starters. Again, Serperior is going to be our residential healer, and I think it fits well. Then for Cinderace, I believe it's going to fit the class best of a brawler or monk. But don't take the word monk too literally. I mainly say this because I don't see a weapon that would fit this Pokemon because its feet are a weapon, which is something you would see with hand-to-hand combat. Then lastly is Empoleon, which was really tough because I would say it would fit a role of a Lancer, which is also a Knight, but that's kind of taken off by Chestnut. I also find that weird because I feel like Chestnut is more of a tank instead of a Knight or a Paladin. So functionally, I know these could all work the same, so for that, I'm actually going to leave it up to you guys in the comments to help me decide what the actual RPG classes for this Pokemon is going to be. I know, nice cop-out, right? All in all, I think these will be the 3 stars that we get in Pokemon Legends Z8. I believe this will be the best option mainly because if we do get the Kalos starter Mega Evolutions, it would give the best experience. Like imagine your team is being led by the combination of a Kalosian Cinderace and a Mega Greninja. That just sounds so much more cooler than just a Mega Greninja and then pretty much Kalos Pokemon. We need more than that, and that will give the best experience possible. But hey, what do you guys think? What starters should be in Pokemon Legends ZA? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you like Pokemon art or new Pokemon regions, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also leave a like on the video and check out the most recent video I did showing off in Avatar The Last Airbender region. It was super fun to cover that. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching and bye!